So one thing I see discussed a lot on CFMoto Facebook pages is questions about installing a bump seat for a child to ride in the middle of the vehicle. These seem to be a little controversial. Everybody likes to give a lot of warnings about how you'll get major fines and things if you're caught using them on public lands. I know different states have different rules about it, but doesn't really matter. Everybody wants to take that risk into their own hands, and I've done the same. So I want to show you guys how I saved myself about $200 to install a bump seat into my 2022 ZForce 950, and you guys can decide for yourselves if it looks like the right thing for your kid or not. So basically, if you want to put a bump seat into one of these, nobody makes one, and you have to buy one that's for a RZR, and it takes modifications to make it work. People have done it. Looks like it works out great for them. But I didn't want to spend $200 to $250 on one. So what I got here is a $60 car seat from Walmart. Costco brand. Like I said, $60 at Walmart. And yes, it did still take some modification, but even if you buy one for a RZR and spend $250, you still have to modify it. So to show you what I did here, first I had to pop the seats out on both sides. Take this plastic panel out. It's just held in with a couple of these plastic rivets all around. Then you want to take the seat belt buckle out all the way down in there. Have fun getting to that. It's not easy. Is the same for both sides. Then for the seat itself, first thing you got to do is to basically chop it up. Hang on a second. Alright, so can't see what I'm doing. Alright, so typically car seat would be much wider than this, but right along the sides of the seat where it would normally flare out and have the shoulder braces that would go around alongside the child's shoulders, I just took a Sawzall and cut right down along the side to cut all that excess off, just leaving the center part of the seat. And that is the perfect width to fit in between the seats on a 950 Sport. Now, once you cut the sides off of the seat like that, right here at this transition from the back to the seat base, it does get a little flimsy. I'm not gonna lie. It's not very supported at that point. So what I did was just got some pieces of right angle aluminum, and I measured from the seat belt attachment down there up to the bottom of the seat, drilled a couple holes. Right angle aluminum is attached alongside the seat belt buckle down there. Drilled a hole through the plastic on the car seat, and I used a couple of these ring locking pins to attach the right angle aluminum to the bottom of the car seat. And now it's nice and stable. It does have a little bit of movement. It does make some noise from time to time, but my child has rode in it for quite a few hours now. She's 3.5 and about 34 pounds. hasn't failed us yet. As you can see, the green ratchet strap up top here, I just used that and basically just throw each end of the strap, the hook into there, one hook into there. It's wrapped around the head of the seat here. That's just to hold it back. And just undo the ratchet strap, take those locking ring pins out, and I can have this seat out in a minute and a half and have it back in just as quickly. Very easy to take in and out when the child's not in it. It's a great armrest for when you're driving. She's not in there, I use the seat to strap extra things into, also goggles, extra towels or whatever we might need while we're out. Set a helmet on there if you need to. Just comes in handy for extra storage and an armrest, and it works great for when she's able to go riding with us. The shifter and emergency brake are still fully functional. A little more difficult to get to, but you can get in there and still use them. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions on how this was done. These pieces of plastic here, I didn't mention I did have to cut them right up the middle there to fit around the right angle aluminum when I reinstalled them. But if you're not looking real close, you can barely tell that I did it. I'll show you on the driver's side. Once the seat's back in, you don't even see that part. You have no idea that I had to hack up that piece of plastic. Can still get to the seat belt there. The car seat itself, once I cut the sides off of it, I just took a staple gun and pulled the fabric tight around it and stapled into there. Underneath the car seat, where the right angle aluminum is up under the bottom there, I did take a piece of thick floor mat out of my old car and cut a small piece of that and Gorilla glued it onto the bottom of the car seat, so that just to try to prevent that right angle aluminum from wearing through the bottom of the seat. Over time it probably will cause an issue, but just something to keep an eye on in the future. You don't want that to wear through and hurt your kid's legs, of course, but I imagine by the time that happens she'll be too big to ride in it anymore anyway. So that's how I installed that. Like I said, the car seat was $60. The right angle aluminum from Lowe's was probably, I don't know, $7 or $8. So maybe $70 into this instead of the $250 for an Aces racing bump seat that's $250. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions on that, and thanks for watching.